FLEEKAZOID video. This is bad. Let's go.
And that's the last time I'll say nice things about a game. How was I supposed to know that word was a slur? We have fun here. Hi, Fleek. Starfield's new update is out, and it's already cured this man's cancer. This new update's been pimped as Starfield 2.0. Todd Howard is insisting that it isn't, but that's just our little retard the Modest Howard. That's what I call him.
Remaster Todd the Modest Howard. You can't see. Oh, Fleek. He's got away with words, don't he?
Underselling as he always does. People are saying this update is gonna fix everything that's wrong with Starfield.
I heard that this update changes almost nothing about Starfield. If you like Starfield already, you'll probably like this, but it doesn't fix any of the underlying issues.
How dare you, Bethesda? That's the modder's job. Some people say the game can't be fixed. I agree.
No.
Because you can't fix perfection. Can you fix a perfectly inflated tire? No. And you can't fix Starfield because it's the pinnacle of human achievement. Todd Howard reached for the stars. I really wanted
Starfield to be good. I did. I wanted to enjoy Starfield, and while I had fun for a little while, the cracks start to show pretty quick.
And landed on the steppy stool. Starfield was boring on release, I'll admit it. And I'll also admit that you can't be boring in our current world. We've reached such levels of dopamine and stimming that managing a moon launch is a second monitor activity to WoW Classic. What did you expect out of World of Warcraft players? They've never even seen grass. You really think they give a fuck about what goes on above it? Hi, Fleek here, Bethesda's #1 fan. I was there when Todd Howard was conceived. The new Starfield...
Does that mean Fleek is canonically Todd Howard's father? I'm pretty sure that means he's Todd Howard's dad. Well, congratulations, Fleek. It's a retard.
DLC isn't a revamp because it doesn't need a revamp. Alright, they just remembered where they left the other half of the content back on launch. We got more guns, more armor, more space modules, and more modifiers. The paid DLC adds a new Clanka faction, because Todd, seeing all the Clanka hate online at the moment, decided to capitalize on that.
It's not a bad idea, to be honest. Oh.
Howard's an industrious little scamp. Don't come into this expecting any big...
That's it? Story DLC with no story? 4 new, quote, locations, and seeing them like 6 times each on repeat? Only big choice is keep blank game mechanic or turn off blank game mechanic. Only 1 robot design. Again, that's it. After more than a year of silence, shame and big worries for the Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, I got big worries for the Elder Scrolls 6 too. It's not going to be a buy on release for me. I've bought on release many Bethesda games, probably most of the Bethesda games. Bethesda Game Studios, not anything that they have published, because it's the difference between the game studio and a publisher. And they are working as both. So the games that they have made as a developer, I've purchased most of their games pretty much on launch. Not happening again. Not after 76.
Story. It just adds another enemy to the spawn pool, and then past level 50 they added dynamic events so space is no longer boring as shit. They added turf wars between chips and bloods. Thankfully this DLC also doesn't add in any more handcrafted planets, because after walking around that empty husk I paid $30 for, I don't think my mind could take any more of retard's genius.
The people that made Skyrim, the people that made Oblivion, the people that made Morrowind, I can't speak for, was it Daggerfall? I didn't play Daggerfall. But the people that made those games, they're not there at Bethesda anymore. It's not the same place. You can't just remove your creative talent and replace them with someone else and expect to get the same results. It's not going to happen.
Last December, Bethesda came out of the Clanka closet announcing their use of AI. Did you vibe code the hell out of this so we could have 16 times the bugs? Todd, you shouldn't have. No. In fact,
AI isn't necessarily bad. I'm not completely against the use of AI, even AI encoding, but it needs heavy monitoring from someone that knows what they're doing. AI hallucinates, and I get the idea that people that want AI to take over coding don't know what the code does. And so if they don't know what the code does, then they won't be able to know whether it's being created correctly or not, you know? So AI coding can be helpful. It can be a tool to speed up the process, but it needs serious human overlook at the moment. Maybe someday we'll get there, but as of now, no, we're not there.
I don't think the AI even uses AI.
Oh God.
Todd Howard made it clear they fucked this up one stroke at a time, the good old-fashioned way. Say what you want about all-seeing Emperor Howard. This is a man that gives the fans what they want.
Let me go back and read that. Typical Bethesda fashion, the stock vanilla game is now broken with this update. No starship or planets are visible during gameplay, and my character is missing in the menus. My system and game are all stock, no mods. Yeah, this is reminding me of when they broke Fallout 4. They broke the VAT system, a key essential component to Fallout games, by the way. They broke the VAT system, and then I think it took like 18 months or something for them to put out a patch to fix it. Yeah, yikes. There's a reason why a lot of the fans don't want Bethesda to touch their games. Like, release the game and then just get your hands off it. Let the modders fix it, which is a terrible precedent to set. Terrible. But is actually more reliable at getting things fixed than letting Bethesda do it.
Todd, thanks for joining me today. Remember when you made that empty planet and charged us $30 for it?
Yeah.
You know what I called it? Sharded space. We can get you a booster seat if you need it. Does the big boy want a big boy booster seat?
Oh my God. Fleek. You're murdering him.
Folks, we'll be right back with the booster.
These sound effects are killing me.
Booster seat. On the free side of things, the Free Lanes update finally lets you fly from planet to planet because, as they say,
zoom between planets, really a core fundamental part of any space sim or space fantasy is being on your ship and flying from location to location.
Yep.
Which is why they added it to theirs 3 years after launch. And just as a middle finger to all those people making posts on Twitter, Todd slammed in a mandatory section in the beginning where you're forced to fly from planet to planet for 20 minutes. Todd, thanks for joining me again. What do you think we should do to all those people that made all those mean Twitter posts?
Punish the fuck out of them, and people will love it.
Couldn't agree.
God. What is this interview?
More. Where is that booster seat? Then again, a little thing I like to say, Starfield is like life. I'm 40 hours in and I already want to end it. My favorite part of this DLC, if I can choose between all this good stuff, is that in the announcement trailer, this guy is wearing a visor indoors. Several new armor sets were added to the game, which is great because in the base game, I spent 50 hours walking around looking like an asshole. They wanted to make me feel like I was a god, but then every armor set made me look like the Michelin Man. Now,
the armor sets did not look good on release. I don't know if it's changed much since then.
After the update, I don't look like the Michelin Man. I am the Michelin
Oh, okay.
Man.
They call it tripping the breakers, a new social media term sweeping the nation.
The trailer had Keith David in it. Outstanding choice. He was in Mass Effect, the game I should be playing right
Yeah, the original Mass Effect was really good.
now.
This is Starfield. Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
The Outpost got overhauled. I wouldn't say they're useful, but, cubes! They added cubes!
I hope they made the Outpost useful. They were useless on launch. I spent a lot of time trying to make the Outpost useful, trying to make that system worth using, and it just never was. It was, except for making a very simple infinite XP grinder, where you just, it kind of broke the game. So it was either that the outposts were no use at all, or once you got to the point where you could just print XP, you're like, okay, well now I can just literally sit here and craft and print every and unlock every single upgrade, every single ability, because I can just max my level. And that's the most efficient way to do it. So that why wouldn't I do it? Or why would I do it any other way? I wouldn't. It's dumb. Made the game quite boring. And that's actually, I think that's when I stopped playing, was when I said, this is kind of dumb.
One cube dies, another rises. We got X cubes, Rubik's cubes, cubicles, and cube-shaped guns. In all of cube-based gaming, we've never seen this many cubes in one place. Hang on, the cube is telling me something. The cube
Not the cube again.
is telling me something. You could get 10% off using code PIMP over at GamerSubs. Overall, the reaction to the DLC has been, oh, they're still working on that game? And I get it. Some people can't get...
Yeah, that's... That's what a friend of mine said. He sent me a message. A friend of mine sent me a message. A text message said, "Hey, did you know they're still working on Starfield? Did you know that there was a Starfield update coming out? Yeah, I thought they stopped working on that." Yep. Checks out.
Past the 100-hour prologue, they're programmed to judge a book by its cover. And the first 1,000 pages, people don't have the patience to push through the shit to get to the fucks. My personal thoughts after playing this DLC is that I didn't play this DLC. Crimson Desert is out. You think I'm playing this shit? Also, all my save files got corrupted because I put Shrek into the game. Todd, do you...
How could you? How could you? You let them get corrupted after putting Shrek into the game? For shame.
Do you have any closing thoughts before I get back to running my Clankathon?
Show me what you think is the hardest thing, and I will beat it.
Todd, that's not going to get you a good review.
Oh, we got a couple seconds left. Let's see.
Tripping the breakers, a new social media trend sweeping the nation.
Thanks to the flock of pimps, and thank you to everybody using code PIMP to get 10% off. Eventually a game will come out, and we will maybe talk about it.
Thanks, Fleek! Oh no, you've ended up in my den. You must think that this is the end, but you have no need to fret. There's still more to come yet. Click on subscribe to let YouTube know just how far this channel should go. More will come later, or if you so need, click on another video to see more of me in your feed.